Yo! Good morning, family. Happy Monday. Start the week. If you guys are peeping this range on the NASDAQ right now, we are in for something possibly here. 330-point range overnight. Straight sell-off. Looking exciting. Obviously, we're in a little bit of a jeopardy spot with only 300 or so drawdown per account. So I'm trying to be patient. Good morning, Queen. Welcome in, Danny. Hope your day was going great. How was your day started? Did you trade Asia at all? Look, today's range, if you did trade Asia, wow. Today's range, 330 points, just overnight session right now. So it's looking like we have some opportunity. All right, I'm set on my side. Matrix, let's go, King. Work, my boy. How we doing? Brahm, yo, what up? First time I think I've seen your name. Did you change your name, Brahm? I love it, though. What up, King? Welcome in. Yo, today's looking exciting, family. 330-point range overnight. We're coming up into VWAP to open. Kind of wouldn't mind trying to find a spot here. I might even try like an MNQ or so just to try to give us some more buffer up into these like 750s. But I got to turn trade mode on. Got to go 5 contracts. I like to see the spot try to hold for sellers, but we're going to be patient. If they start rejecting this VWAP, I imagine we start heading down here. Big overnight selling, but we did come into some wicks where it's going to get interesting, but let's see what we can do, family. It helps me take this more seriously, huh? Let's go. That's what we need to do, King. Find a community. Holy, there it is. There's the spike. Coming up into the 800s now. Longs look like they're trying to hold. Saucy, my boy. Good morning, King. There come the 800s bright and early. Volume's popping in. Is it going to carry through? We're coming back to the VWAP now. Interessante start here, family. Big range. If we know Amin, he's going to say about 850s middle is balance. See if the buyers want to come up. We're coming up into that previous day spot where there's already going to be some resistance. Previous day high, we did leave behind. Overnight, never got up there. Looks like we were kind of targeting previous day low. Tapped into it, but never broke it. Previous day low is down to the 595, so... let's be patient here, family. Longs are either going to support at VWAP and push us to previous day high at the 800s if we can hold, or we're going to find some selling. Morning and good luck to all. Diego, welcome in, King. Happy to have you here, brother. Good luck to all indeed. Love the energy as always. 790 is the 50% of Asia. 790. Well, we just tapped into that right now, Queen. We'll see if we can hold these 800s. Pretty big range that we're already getting to experience here. Lots of opportunity, it feels like. We come up over these 800s and we get through these wicks. I wouldn't mind a continuation, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we reject these 8s. Would not be surprised if we reject these 8s. Let's be patient, though, and find out. Good morning, Jay. Welcome in, King. How you feeling, brother? 330-point Asia range. Strong. Looking pretty decent to start the week. We only have... you know, we're right on jeopardy spot. We only have 300 or so drawdown. So I'm going to take one contract, try to make it happen with 15 points, try to get a little bit more leverage, and then go at it. Good morning. Blew one of my funded trading silver. LOL. Hey, that's all right, King. Welcome in, Pobby. You know how it is, brother. Took an opportunity. The market's there. You can't win every trade, unfortunately, so do your best. Camera delayed. Not yet. I don't think so, mailman. Is it feeling bad on your side? I think it's good right now, brother. Maybe the frames were delayed from just the, maybe your connection. But the camera looks good on my end right now. Welcome in, though, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope the weekend was stellar. NASDAQ's pushing through these 800s. Holding a lot of volume. Pushing right up into these 850s now. Auctioning into that Asia sell-off price. Auctioning into the Asia sell-off price. Let's see what happens here, family. It was me. That was weird. I refreshed it and it was gone. Cool, cool, cool. Glad to hear it. Also, starting college classes again. I'm nervous. Pobby, you got it, King. You're a genius. Plus, aligned with your future, you know. He's going to be a financial advisor. He's going to be able to say, hey, this is financial advice. Took the long up 700. Let's go, Queen. Oh, my God. I can feel it for you. Find a good spot for that last little bit there and get over the finish line. I believe in it. NASDAQ pushed up over these 850s now. I'm going to be a little bit patient. Any retest into the 800 price I'm going to like. We'll see what the EMA does, but I wouldn't mind seeing an 800 test. Safer would be down into this unauctioned price at 764. Obviously, safest would be this big volume spike at 738, but if we get down there, I don't really like it as much. Looking like Fibonacci line, liking these Fibonacci lines. Okay, Queen. That's what Pat was talking about recently. So I know if you guys want to, he's not in here yet, but he was also talking about some Fibonacci. Nothing set in stone with them, but they give me direction. I like that. Just an overall direction, more confidence in that direction playing out. How'd you finish on Friday, Danny? Great question, Sauce. She's right there. She had a great day discipline-wise, came back for a break-even day and ended it there. And now she's here with about 1,000 to go, and now she's only a couple hundred away from passing. Yo, family, there's already almost 30 people here watching. You guys know the routine. We're trying to hit 30 likes per stream. If y'all could just show some love, it means the most. If you find any value in this stream and just like being a part of this community. We're starting to round out with a little bit of wicks here at the top of these 850s. I'm imagining we're going to get a dip down into these 800 EMA. I would like try maybe along hit those 800s. I might be a little bit more patient. We only have 15 points in drawdown. So if I take these 8s, I got to see 785 hold. We'll see what happens here, family. Almost there, Saucy. Let's go. Let's get over that. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go, family. Happy Monday. Range is looking strong. NASDAQ, the volumes here. Opening print price was down at the 744s. We're already up 110 points in 5 minutes. Be patient. Don't FOMO in just because we're going up. Let's find a good spot to get involved with this market. If we do think we're auctioning towards this Asia high, then, I mean, this overnight high, previous day high, we're going to definitely get more opportunities to get involved. Right now, though, pretty strong reaction out of this hourly candle. Coming up into this previous spot here. Let's take a quick look at our hourly. Because the daily candle is actually printing bearish right now. If we look at the daily. Well, no, it's just got a wick on the bottom here. This could flip over. This could flip over, and it feels like we're going to be auctioning these daily flat price around the 26,100. So it feels like we might just be bullish, which I don't mind. I kind of want to be bullish. The daily time frame is looking bullish, especially because we're wicking through here. The hourly time frame also looking bullish. So that's our higher time frame, family. Let's try to get now involved with our minute time frame and find a good entry. Again, don't FOMO in just because we're pushing up. Let's find a good spot to get involved. Right now, I'd be liking an 800 test. NASDAQ's just auctioned higher for the last, 8 or so minutes. We're up 112 points from opening print price. Patience is how we get paid, people. We only have $300 in drawdown, so it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. We got one trade. Try to get off zero. Hopefully hit something nice, and then from there we'll have a little bit more leverage to try again. But let's see what we can do here, family. 30 likes. Let's keep on smashing those likes for my brother, Ty. Hey, you're the man, Work. You're the man, King. Let's get to that 30 like goal. Let's get to that 30 like goal. You guys are incredible. Always showing love. Always showing support. Up into the 880s now. Nothing but pushing higher from the NASDAQ. Coming up into this daily opening print price. Opening print price is the 949s. Right below previous day high. We start taking these out. We're going to be looking strong. See what the NASDAQ's got in tail for us. Nice overnight selling down into these previous wicks. Double V recovery is interesting. We want whoop, right off the top and then just immediately returning. So interesting price action. I don't know if I fully... But I think this was just us selling off, defending these 900s again, these 26,000s. And then I think we're going to find some volume. It probably needs volume to break that. You don't imagine that's going to break and hold overnight in Asia sessions. So it's probably looking for some volume. Coming up into our first tap now, the EMA. We'll see if we find some continuation. I assume we probably will. 900 is another level to be careful at. Absolutely, Queen. And we're just shy of that right now. Auctioning pretty much straight up from the bottom of 741s, about 150 points up so far. We'll see what the NASDAQ's got in store, but I like it. I like the volume. We're going to turn these accounts around. We have one trade with 15 points, one contract. Find a nice spot, and then we can go ahead and take another trade if we can win it. If we can find a nice spot. I want to see these 800s maybe. Obviously, that'd be a nice spot to see. Previous wicks, it's been a big spot the last few weeks. If you guys have been paying attention, you know that 800 level has been huge. So now that we're on the other side of it and then we can have a little retest of it, it could be nice. Into a decent spot of the range as well. Right now we're auctioning up into the first spot where the volume sold off from that initial Friday spike where we went straight up wild. We were 616 up into the 870. It was a 260 point move, and then we sold off a little bit back into the top of the 15-minute range. So we'll see what we do around this price. I'd imagine we're going to find a little bit of resistance here soon just to have a clean 15-minute range, but we'll see. Just having a healthy range. Sellers try to push down to lower range, but buyers are not validating that. And back to the previous range now. Did we hold at 850 and go down, or break high in the range of 26,000s? I love it, I mean. 850 is his balance. So anything above 850, we're printing toward the upper side of the range. Below 850, we're looking for the sells. NASDAQ not even touching into this EMA yet. Still finding just one direction. Coming into the 880s again. Another push there. Here come the 890s possibly. Just front running it by a quarter of a tick. Hit the like, family. Eli, appreciate you, King. Welcome in, brother. Let's start this week strong. We got a nice range, 330 point range. Volume came in on opening print price. We're already up 140 points or so, up 150 points in 9 minutes. So we have some opportunity, family. Patience is how we get paid and take advantage of it. Let's wait for a retest around these 800s is what I would like the most, but we'll see. Anything below 850 is going to get interesting. Wait for our 15-minute range to get set as well. A little bit more patience out of us today. We're right on death's door with these accounts. We got $300 in drawdown, so we had to make it happen. We got to find a nice spot, try at 15 points, get a little move trade to go our way, and then I'll have a little bit more leverage to play with. So we'll see what we can do with it. Not married to them. Whatever happens, happens. For me, I love to see the sweep 26K and go back and then take a short at 25,975. That would be a pretty nice trade. That would be a nice trade. I mean, I feel like that's going to require some patience though to wait for the 26s to snap, I think. But that is a nice trade if we can go take out the 6s. Although if we get back up there, I don't know. I don't necessarily want to see us keep staying in the range, so we'll see how we auction there, I guess. Here comes the first EMA tap at the 50s. Are we going to hold? First 10 minutes of the market now. It feels like we are going to hold this EMA tap and just continue auctioning a little bit higher here. But we got to be patient. Wait for something really clean to set up. Right now, the longs are definitely showing their dominance. Clearing past VWAP, clearing past the 800 wicks. Volume came in, and we just have gone up straight since. Sold into that range. My sell button does not exist today. I like that discipline, Brahm. Sell button and not existing for that man's. Look for the long. Just find a good spot. Be patient. We have a clear volume going our way. You just got to find a good spot. Don't FOMO in, but I like that analysis. Look for longs. Like I said, I like 800s a lot. See if we can see some type of a retest down here. But we'll never know. We never know what's going to happen. I want to wait for this first 15 minutes to get set so we have a little bit more idea. Buyers must hold 850 for more up. I think they need to at least hold the 8s, I mean. That's more what I see. I think the buyers need to at least hold above 800 if we're going to continue to the upside today. I think we could flash through 850s, but if 800s break, then I'm going to be looking bearish. Right now, we're going a little bit flat price at these 880s. Feels like we're trying to hold this EMA. High of day is up only about 70 points from here, so we could snap that through with some volume coming in. Again, our 15 minutes range is getting set. Good morning, gang. New week. Let's get this bread. I love it. And I love the energy, TLR. Let's go, baby. New week. NASDAQ's already providing a pretty decent range. Decent volume coming off opening print price. Our job to just take advantage of it. Be patient. Find a good spot. Don't FOMO in. Follow your rules. Discipline, family. Let's go. Great week ahead of us. All we got to do is just, patience. Find a good setup. Read this market. NASDAQ, a little bit of resistance here at these 890s. We had an EMA tap. This was the first one of the session, so we'll see how we hold now. CPI tomorrow. That's why we're getting a nice little range, huh? I like to see it. Creating some decent volume up here at this level now. One of our second highest volume nodes of the day. I imagine this will break here eventually. We could snap through it. Getting really close to our 15-minute range now. 40 more seconds. I'm going to get our box drawn up. Yes, we reacted from Friday low area and go back looking for highs of today. That's why 850 is a neutral area, waiting to see the real, waiting to see the real move. I like that. I'm waiting too, I mean. We tried. They tried really hard, actually. Asia session tried really hard to get this to come break Friday's lows. But Friday's lows got defended. If you look at the previous day as well, that Thursday, there was a lot of resistance to break through here. The sellers had that initial move, and then we just kind of held it. Buyers defended it. Still defended overnight. Buyers try to push in Asia. Sellers in New York session again try to go take out the lows. Buyers strong, stubborn, looking for long positions, push us all the way back up. And then the sellers again overnight are trying to get us to break, but buyers are looking strong. So I'm overall looking for the long side, but we'll see what happens. Just swept into the 989s there. Just broke into the 89, 90s. Yes, buyers defended 600 well. Yes, they did. Coming below the EMA now at the 850 range. Let's see what happens here. Our 15-minute range is getting set. I'm going to get our box drawn up so we're more aligned, and I'm going to be trying to find a nice long spot here, family. Here's the bottom of the 15 minutes, and here's the top. That's our 15-minute range. Are we going to hold this EMA and push higher? VWAP's already curling through. It's looking pretty bullish there. Let's be patient, family. Don't FOMO in just because the market's going up, but let's find a nice spot to get involved. Took a short at the 70s. Our short queen's trying it. Tight stops on that one. I love it, Danny. I want to see this thing push down for you. We're below the EMA now. Anything around 800 I'd like to try. 819. 819 could hold. Let's see what happens here. See if the Nasdaq's going to respect this EMA. We're going to start finding a little bit of a turnaround spot. This to me feels like we're creating a bull flag, and our job is just to try to find the bottom of it. For me, that really would be around the 820s. Even safer, obviously, would be 800, but I don't know if we're going to get all the way down to 800. 15-minute range is officially in. Sellers are trying. Queen, tell me this is enough to get you over the finish line. Bam, 200 win. Let's go, Danny. Come on, you're right there. Here come the 840s now. See if we're trying to wick this. The 850s are a big pivot spot, so volume's picking up a little bit for the sellers, but yet price isn't really moving too far. 150 to go. Let's get over that line. The sellers are trying to hold these 840s. We're officially below the EMA. I wouldn't mind. I want to see an 819 tap. I want to see the 819 try to give us a fire. Again, more ideal would be like somewhere in like the 810s, even like 800 obviously would be safest. Yo, there's 34 people watching, family. It means the most for spending your morning together. Appreciate you guys for being here. Show some love if you like being a part of this community. Hit that like button. Helps us out a lot. Goes a long way. Means the most. 775, 750. 775, 750. I like to see eights. You think if we break below 800, you're targeting that, I mean? Good morning, Mad Max. Welcome in, King. Stoked to have you back as always, brother. Broke to the 34s. Back into the EMA here at the 50s. Wouldn't be surprised to see this hold here. Sellers are defending at these 990s. Interesting. This was our first little pullback into the 834s. Trying to hold back above the 850s now. Stuck a little bit at this EMA. I want one more little push through this new low here. One more little push through this new low. 50% of our 15-minute range is about the 814s. 893, 740, 150, so about 75. So yeah, it would be about 814 or so. We'll see what happens at this EMA. Kind of want to see the 800s try to fire here, but we might just hold these 830s again, 840s. We're stuck below the EMA at the moment in the 15-minute range, auctioning a pretty clean bull flag setup. Again, how do we win, family? We're patient. Wait for the chart to come to us. Don't just FOMO in. Overall, longs look pretty decent. Our range is looking strong, but we got to get a nice fill. A little bit of struggle here. Decompressed volume as well. If you notice down here, volume's kind of slowing up. One of our bigger sell volume candles. Price held. Show me one more flash below this range. I'd love to get like an 820 fill, Nazi. If we see the 820s, I might try it. I think buyers are protected there, but I don't like this trade. This condition, Asia and London, big moves. Very big moves in the Asia session, so it means that we're probably going to get a big move here in the New York session. I mean, we've already seen it. We're up 150 points or so in the first couple minutes. Now we just got to see the reaction. Back above the EMA is looking decent. I imagine we're going to go auction back towards these 90s. I might try one here, family. Part of me wants to try to short this 880 price on a retest. Defended the 890. Sellers pushed back through. Broke through the EMA. Trying on the reside of the buyers. I would not mind an 880 short here, but it's counter trend. So because I only have one trade left, I don't think it's really worth my one attempt. I'm on death's door with these accounts, so we got to try to be super disciplined. If I had extra leverage, I would absolutely take this 880 short. If I could afford it, obviously stops would be above the 15-minute range, but it's just not the leverage I have right now, unfortunately. I got to be more patient, look for a spot that's a little bit cleaner. Would we have been tapped in on that candle? Not yet. How much drawdown left on these? We got 300 and a little bit over 300, bud. So, you know, we're right on death's door. We have one contract, about 15 points in drawdown. There it is. So that trade would have been taken out. Push through the top of the range here. Volume not even that intense. That to me shows possible continuation. High of day is up about only 40, 50 points from here. Previous day high is right above that. So we'll see the reaction here. We're right on death's door, Mad Max. We got 15 points in drawdown with one contract. If we find a nice spot and get a nice move, we'll have more leverage, and then from there we can take advantage of it. But right now, we're in survival mode, so we got to be really disciplined, super patient, wait for the charts to come to us. That's a nice volume spike that we just saw, family. Pretty decent volume spike. See if we get continuation now into the 920s. It's feeling like the longs are really showing up today. Coming through Asia range where the initial selling started. Previous day high is the 985s. Overnight high, the 960s. Interesting. Let's see what we can do to get involved with this. Volume's looking decent now. Strong volume. 6,000. What was this one? 3,200. Excuse me. Excuse me. 17 more likes for that 30 to be smashed. Keep on smashing those like buttons for my brother Ty. Work, you're the man, brother, as always. Thank you, King. Hit that love button, family. Let's see what we can do here. If we come back into the top of the 15-minute range, depending on how we do it, it's a lot of volume to not see continuation. So we'll see how we auction back. If we get a big sell candle to rip through this price, I might look for a retest of the top if we cut through the 875s. If we break through the 875s and then have a retest of the 90s, I'll take an attempt at it. Good morning, King. Let's go. Let's go, Jose. Welcome in, brother. Love the energy. Good morning. Let's get paid today. NASDAQ is providing a decent range. Lots of opportunity. Starting the week off. Let's start the week strong, you know. Don't gotta go nothing crazy. Danny's close to passing her accounts. Hope everybody else is doing well. We have $300 in drawdown before we're at death's door, so see what we can do with it. See if we can resurrect them, or we're going to be restarting. But it's our job to just be patient and find a good spot that makes sense. EMA feels like it's going to try to hold here, to be honest with you. There's a lot of volume for us to not continue through. If we come back deep in the 15-minute range again, we'd have to close below the 875s and then have a retest of the 80s, and I would take an attempt at that. absolutely would take an attempt at that short. Otherwise, mostly I'm looking longs. Wait, this is not the deepest pullback that I wanted to see. I wanted a little bit lower in like the 22 before we had this extension. So we'll see. We will see, we will see, we will see. Patience, family. I know it's hard. You see the chart going one direction. You want to get involved. It's really easy to have FOMO, but these are the days we get to practice a little bit of patience. Wait for good spots. Market will always have pullbacks, always have opportunities. Coming up into the 900s here. Let's see if we can hold. Obviously, the 26,000 is the target if we do. Feels like we're kind of creating another little flag situation. Nice wick spot with a lot of volume. So I want to see how we react at this price next time we get up there into the 920s. So nice wick spot with a lot of volume. Hourly candle's looking really strong. We're obviously going to have some balance point on it at some point. At some point, we're going to have some balance up and around these prices. Let's see what these 920 price does for us. That reel I just sent, Ty. I'll check it out after, brother. Here come the 900s. Good morning, King. I funded 5 Tradeify accounts with you now. Hey, let's go, newbie. Good morning, Queen. Proud of you. What a fantastic trader. Here come the 890s. Let's see the auctioning price. Here are the top of the 15-minute range, the EMA. Let's see the reaction here now. Big spot to see. We had a lot of volume to push us back into those 920s and then rejected them. So we'll see now how we carry through. That's incredible, though, newbie. Let's get paid today, Queen. Nice range opening on the NASDAQ, about 330 points. We're stuck inside of it, but have a nice volume push off the top of the range. And what was the other prop you said you were adding? I've been trading, so Tradeify, and then when I am not trading with Apex or Tradeify, I was trading with MFF, my funded futures, and also Lucid is good. Those are the ones. Let's go, newbie. Thanks, everyone, for sure, Queen. I recommend. Why are you stacking accounts again? She's going back for those 30. She said, I'm going back for my 35 fundeds. Yeah, MFF is good, but they're 8-2 split, so you'll make 80%. It's the only thing I don't really love about MFF. Lucid is 9-1, and they pay out very fast, so I like Lucid. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. Gave back most of my profit. Thought I was in a 1 micro for the last leg. It was a 1 mini. Facepalm, LOL. Queen, that's tough to hear. It's fine, though. Lots of opportunities still. But that is really, really, really hard to hear. Lucid, that's it for sure. 900 to go. You're right there. Tyler, you call it out the best across all the other channels. I appreciate you. Jeremy Sylvan. I appreciate you, King. Means a lot. Appreciate you for being here too, King. Welcome in. Means a ton to hear. Here come the 910s. Let's see what happens now. Coming back up into these 20s. We held the EMA, held the top of the 15-minute range. Obviously, the next clean spots are going to be these 949s, that overnight high, previous day high. We'll see what happens up and around there. I'm about to switch from Apex. They denied 3 of my payouts so far. Damn, Brom. That's tough to hear, King. What reasons are they giving you? Because I know my buddy's gotten some payouts from them. They had denied him once, but it's because he broke some rules. So their rules are just so tricky to follow and like know everything. But yeah, King, make sure you're with somebody that can actually pay you, take care of you. Like I said, I really, truly recommend Tradeify, guys. No bullshit. These select accounts are incredible. The daily payout option, if you do want to go with the growth accounts, you can still do those. But I like to select daily payout accounts. Obviously, I'm a fan of them. Jeremy, LOL. I think my mom was drunk when she spelled my name. Jeremy. Nice. She just put a little bit of flavor in there. I like it. Took me a second, but I like it. Yeah, welcome in, King. Glad you're here. Is Top Step good with payouts? Yeah, mailman. Top Step is good with payouts. They will pay you. Their rules are pretty simple to follow, very clear and transparent, and I never noticed any problems with that. I just noticed that once you start doing well, they'll kind of get rid of you. Consistency and overusing units. Which I did not know about, LOL. Yeah, exactly. They always have these little like fine print lines, but I also like Apex. I'm not going to dog them. I like Apex a lot just because of the leverage. At the end of the day, it's still a business, you know what I mean? They still have to take care of themselves, and they offer us 20 accounts that you can trade with them. You can offer 6-7 figure payouts. No other prop firm really offers that right now. The other one actually is Take Profit Trader, guys. Newbie, if you're looking for another one to stack up, that's another great one. Take Profit Trader, guys, right now with their certain accounts is like the original OG Top Step, where you kind of could take a six-figure payout because it's uncapped payouts above 6,000 or uncapped above, I forget the threshold for the 150s, but yeah, hypothetically, if you ran up an account to like 30K and you were copy trading that across 5, you'd have like a, $80,000, $100,000 payout. So I like Take Profit Trader. I'm gonna give them a try too here at some point, but mostly a fan of these Tradeify right now. Daily select payout accounts are so attractive. Really good opportunity. You guys know what it is. Yo, there's 40 people hanging out, family. Thank you so much for being here, being a part of this community. It means the most. This community is getting so good at trading together. We're supporting each other, getting along the journey. Appreciate y'all for being a part of it. Coming back into the 890s now, the top of the 15-minute range. We're starting to build out another little structure here. We'll see what their NASDAQ does at the top of this range where we just broke from. Overall, longs have been strong today. I'm noticing a little bit of a trend right here. Feels like we're trying to break through, possibly. See what this reaction does at the top of the 15-minute range. I imagine we're going to still try to hunt this liquidity at some point. Just when is the question. When is the question? Oh, yeah, I added them to the rotation already. One of my favorites. Hell yeah, newbie. TPT, they strong. TPT, Tradeify, Lucid. And then I know, were you trading Apex at all, newbie? I don't remember. Stuck at this little trend line. We tap back into the top of the 15 again. Dojiing out a little bit here. Holding the EMA. Above the 900s though, so we'll see. I would like a pullback into like these 850s. And an 850 test for me would be a nice valid attempt for a long. An 850 would be a valid attempt for a long for me. Safest would be around this new bottom low with these 830s. VWAP's curling pretty aggressively, pretty nicely. Just going to zoom out real quick, family. Go check out some previous days, because I remember seeing this setup once before. I just want to make sure we're... wasn't this one. All right. All right. Now, ladies, yeah. Just flipping, just need 2 more flip days. 5 funded there from last week. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, yeah, I added in the rotation. Oh, nice. Okay, newbie, I love it. Glad I could help out, queen. Yep, they denied my payout because I scale into positions. Said my size wasn't consistent. Yeah, that's insane. That's the thing. Like, you got to be very specific. Again, I love Apex because of the opportunity for the 6-7 figure payouts. They offer a leverage. At the end of the day, guys, it is still a business, and they have to protect themselves. They put their rules in, and then it's just our job to follow them. It's not easy to, but you really have to develop like a very specific strategy. Bella, good morning, queen. Welcome in. Stoked to have you here. Appreciate you for being a part of it. But yeah, you have to have a very specific trading style. You have to kind of develop like an Apex rule system to like A, pass their accounts, and B, stay funded with them. But again, they are still offering the best leverage in the entire industry. So hats off to them for sure. NASDAQ coming back up into this EMA now. We held it, tapped into the top of the 15-minute range. We'll see what we do back at this trend line. It's a little support system that we had drawn. We'll see the reaction. You have to be all in or all out with them. Yeah, no doubt. You got to get in, get out, scale out. Don't, not scale out. Like, get your positions, and then as you're moving, take your profits. You can't overset leverage. Again, all of it makes sense. They have 20 accounts. If they allowed you guys to be like flexible the way that we like to be with 20 accounts, people would be taking 7-figure payouts from them all the time. You know what I mean? So they got to protect themselves. Rejection back into the top of this trend line, into the 15-minute range now. I would like 850 longs. Anything around the 850s, I'm going to kind of like a little target at. We'll see what happens there. Nice volume spike here. About almost 3,000 contracts traded, 3,100. Seeing if we can find continuation now into this range. We are still being patient, family, and that's okay. I haven't seen anything that's been super clean set up yet at all. We just went straight up off opening print price, slowly auctioned in, and we're just kind of trickling at the tops here. So we get paid by being patient. You know what I mean? That's the toughest part about being a trader, is just looking for good spots and not trying to get in at all times. One tick till TP in 925. Long from 850. One tick at TP for the 925s. Say it isn't so, Amin. Sorry to see it, King. Long at the 850. I like that. I think we're going to come back. Maybe give you a retest chance. I know it's not ideal for you, but I like it. I like it. I might try the 850s myself, King. If I get in at 848, I have till 33. So that's a little tricky. I'm going to put our order in, see if we can get it to hold. Buy 5 limit. My order is going to be in. This will potentially be our last trade of these accounts. Again, we are on death's door with these, so we got to try to make it happen. Trying to be patient here. NASDAQ came in, re-auctioned the top of this candle, creating a nice bull flag here. If we start pushing back above the EMA, I imagine we continue higher. We'll see what happens. Does your code work at Lucid? If it does, I'll throw it in there for you. Hey, you're the best, Queen. Yes, it does, actually. We are working with Lucid. We're working with Tradeify, too. So if you got those accounts with us, you could support there, too. Here come the 870s now. We have an order at the 846s. Trying to see if we can get this to hold. Volume's picking up now for the sellers, but I still like it. Only thing that stresses me is a little bit is these 820s, I think, are even a cleaner spot. I think the 820s are even a cleaner spot than what I'm actually looking for right now. So if I get it filled at the 846s and it breaks, it makes me feel like I could be on the other side of it. Switch to micros. Yeah, I could, Amy, but hey, baby, we are used to a 15-point stop loss anyway. I'm not marrying these accounts. I'm gonna try my best to make it happen with these 15-point stops, which this would give me 831 or 31s would be busting. So I don't mind it. My other strategy would be, now that we officially broke into this range, I would be trying an attempt back at the top of this EMA, but that's a little bit risky. A little bit risky. If I had more drawdown, I'd be trying this 890 short at this EMA retest to the sell side. At least looking to see those 850s break. I can't afford it, otherwise I would. My stop was 825. Your stop is 825. I actually like these somewhere in these 818s for a really nice fill. 820s, I think, would be like the cleanest fill. 816 even, maybe. Like, I feel like we could literally auction down into this price and then find continuation. But the 840s, 850s are going to be interesting. We could also hold there. So, patience, family. Let's be patient. Let's see what the sellers do at this new price here. Like I said, this is like one of our classic setups here on this candle to short the 890s. I didn't take it just because I can't afford it. We'll see what happens. Here come the sellers now. Into the 870s. 850 is a big pivot spot. We break through the 50s, which this new previous pivot low is going to be the spot. Short from the 894. Let's go, Jay. Great trade, King. I like that one a lot. That was one I was trying. I was questioning taking, but I'm not. Short from 902. Let's go. Let's go, family. Great spotting. Way to be patient and wait for the rotation. I'm proud of you guys. You guys waited for the retest. You waited for us to hold, and then you found the reaction to the other side. Question is, how deep do we get? That's the one that none of us know. Volume's decompressing slightly. Came back into these 868s. I still like sellers. We'll see. I want to short at 925, but no TP hit. You want to short at the 925s. Little rotation trade there, I mean. A little bounce back. A little ping pong. That's one thing I haven't done yet, family. Like, I always target the outside edges for, like, exits and entries. But, like, when I get out, I don't ever, like, oh, I should try to reverse here and go the other side. So I'm interested to see if we could develop that into our system somehow. See if we could do that somehow. Family, there's already 35 people hanging out, being a part of this incredible community. Truly means the most. If you haven't yet, show some love. Hit that love button. Show some support. Means the most. 816s. I would love a nice fire down here. Safest will obviously be these 850s. It's a big pivot spot. I just think if we take out the 850s, we're going to take out some other liquidity. Here's the previous pivot swing at the 834s. A little late, but let's fucking go. Going to be a good day. Let's go, Santiago. Late is better than never, King. Glad you're here. Glad you're getting some more NASDAQ experience under your belt. Thanks for being a part of the community, King. Let's see what we can do today. We're getting some decent opportunity. Nice range. We just got to be patient. It's really kind of clean price action so far. It's nothing offered us for really good setups, but overall, good price action. If you took a long early, so confident and comfortable to hold. So, I don't mind it. I think these 834s could be a really pivot spot. Obviously, 850s a swing. EMA is curling pretty aggressively back up in the 795s. The reason I like the 800, guys, is just you guys know if you've been paying attention the last couple weeks, these 800s have been a big spot. But now that we're above it, I would like to see a little bit of a retest down into that price. Also, it's 50% of our 15-minute range. We'll see. We'll see how we auction down there. But I like it. Sold half my size at 867. I'm break even now. We'll see what happens. Hey, great trade management, King. Took some sizing off, scaled out, leaves his break even on, looking to see what else rides. Unattached. I love it, Jay. Good shit, King. Here comes the EMA now. Trying it one more time. If we start basing above, obviously we're going to look for a continuation of the upside here. The new pivot swing would be the 867s. I don't necessarily know how high I think we get through here, but we'll see. Volume is really decompressing. Look at this. Classic. Makes me think that we could hold the top of these 892s for a sell. Makes me think we could hit these 892s for a sell, but again, I don't have the leverage for that. If I had more drawdown or if this was like a combine, I'd be taking this attempt. But right now, we're patient. We're looking for the actual direction, which is going to be long. See if we can get a fill. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. A little yawn hit me there. A little top of the morning yippee. Family, we're going to be trading in Hawaii in about 2 months. I'm going to be bringing the stream with me while I'm on vacation. I don't want to miss being a part of you guys. I want to take time off the stream. So the crazy thing is it's going to be 3:30 a.m. streams for me. So you guys are probably going to be catching a lot more yawns. I don't also know how yet I'm going to be, like what I'm going to be using to stream, but we'll see what happens. Not exactly sure. I'm gonna bring my computer, my camera, and then I might be having a laptop and see if that's enough. I'm gonna have to give like a test trial stream too of like not on my setup, and we'll see how we do. That's dedication. Let's go, Mikey. Appreciate you, King. NASDAQ coming back into these 870s, looking interesting. I imagine we could find a little bit of a deeper sell here back into these 850s. Otherwise, 816s would be clean. Top of the 15-minute range. Finding some resistance here. Volume's picking up slightly. Feels like we want to hold this and continue higher, to be honest. But I would love a real retest. The hourly chart is the hourly candle is so strong. I would really like to see just a healthy little wick. Look at the volume spike picking up at this price as well. We're really starting to gain some volume at these 870s, 880s. Forming a nice little range. My nose is itchy. What island are you going to? We're going to Oahu, Paul. So excited. Got my family an Airbnb for a week. And it's March 2nd to March 9th. So I won't be trading the March 2nd because it's like a 14-hour travel day. That's a Monday. Sadly, won't be able to be with you guys on that day. But then Tuesday when we get in, I will be streaming with you guys Tuesday to Friday. Again, 3:30 sessions for me. It's going to be crazy. And then the next Monday is also our travel day to come home, the 9th. So I won't be there that day, but then I'll be back Tuesday. So I'm going to only miss 2 days, hopefully, on vacation. That's my goal. I only want to miss a couple days. Hawaii sounds dope. Would love to fish there. Jay, I'm so excited, King. Like, I am so excited. I'm going to go snorkeling, swimming with the fish, hit a surfboard up. I'm probably going to scratch way too much. Nose itching mean you bought to pass these past accounts. Hey, that's what I like to hear, King. Well, technically, these accounts are already passed, brother. I'm on death's door with them. I only have $300 left in these funded accounts. So, technically, we're funded, but we only have $300 in drawdown. So, we got to make it happen. But 300 points, $300 in drawdown is enough. Here come the 900s. Volume spike, picking us back up through the EMA, taking us to the top of the 15-minute range. Not a bad reaction there. Let's see if we find continuation now. 880s look like it's finding some support. Another volume coming up in the 9s. I'm going to take off this trend line now. It's fairly invalidated. I love that. W last trade then. It's like when your left palm itches means you're going to make money. I think I've heard something like that. That was a retest of the 900s. Sellers still trying to defend it. Top of the 15-minute range. Haven't seen anything that's been super attractive yet, family. We're really practicing that patience today. Nothing's been super clean. Nothing's really been clean yet, so I like it. I like our discipline right now. Hope you guys are also being patient, looking for the really good setups. Starting to reject back inside of the 15-minute range now. Little volume spike to try the 9s. Seeing the EMA. If we break below this 15-minute range too much here, I'm going to try a short on the other side of it. If we break below too much here. Nice. Please check out Don Donkey in Kapalui. It's a great place for sushi and Japanese food. Don Donkey. Don Donkey in Kapalui. Paul, I'm going to remember that and try it out, King. Yo, is anybody who's in Hawaii? Because I want to do a meetup with y'all so that, A, I can have a little trading meeting, a little business meeting with you guys. Get a little tax write-off, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. Here come the 900s. Back into the 9s. Volume's holding at the EMA. We're getting a little bit of interesting price action up here now. Getting a little bit interesting price action up here now. We have a trend line right here. Nasdaq's holding, looking like we're auctioning higher. Used to live in Hawaii, moved out 5 years ago. Informed. What made you move out, King? Interesting. Streaming in Hawaii isn't a write-off, Eli. But if I met up with somebody there, it would be. If I had a little meeting with somebody, talked trading for a little while, had a lunch or something, it'd be a business meeting, so it'd be a business trip. So then I'd be able to write off most of the trip as a business expense if I incorporate it. You should start doing vlogs too, King. Maybe, brother. Mostly focused around, just trading content. I want to provide as much value to you guys that you can actually use in your charts and in your life. I don't know how entertaining my life is enough to keep you guys to share value, but we'll see. We'll see as things transition. As I transition more into doing more content and stuff, we'll see what happens. Here come the 900s, still looking decently strong. We broke through this trend line now. Any retest of it with these 880s would be a decent spot for a long. If we auction all the way too deeply, though, it could get a little unsatisfying. We'll see. And include training, too. Hell yeah. Training every day. Always training. Today's the 12th day of the year. In the last 2 weeks, I think I've taken 1 day off from working out. We will have some family and friends there. I usually visit twice a year. We still have twice a year. Hey, I love it. What made you move out, Paul? Just because of life? Just trying new stuff out? I've always just kind of romanticized Hawaii. It just seems such a cool spot. The vibes. Mahalo. You know what I'm saying? Mahalo vibes. Island vibes. Coming up into these 930s now. Still looking decently strong. Again, fam, I haven't really seen anything for really good opportunities yet. We're going to be patient. Find a good spot to get involved. That's all we can do. Family, there's 34 people being a part of this community. Thank you for spending your morning together. If you guys are finding any value, hanging out, being a part of this great-ass family, show some love. Hit that love button. We're trying to get to 30 likes every single day. You guys have been smashing that lately, so thank you for being you, showing support. 880s could be a spot if we get a retest of it, but I really would like to see a little bit lower now if we continue to reject these 9s. If we continue to reject these 9s, it's going to get interesting. Sellers might get a little bit of aggression back towards these 840s. Below these 9s could get interesting. I almost want to try a short at these 9s, to be honest. But we only have 15 points in drawdown, so it'd be a top of the swing high to see a rotation back inside of it. I had to move out for a job opportunity. The cost of living shot up crazy. Yeah, I know it's sad to hear, but it is really hard for a lot of like the authentic people that live on the island. Tourists come in, obviously the fires and this stuff happened, push prices up and push out a lot of the genuine people that started being there. So sad to hear that, Paul. But hope the job was good, King. I will try to short at 950, stop loss at 975. But if my stop loss hits, I will wait for 26K and reject and back down before entering another short. The buy from here is not a good idea till 850 or 775. I mean, we had the exact same analysis, King. Trying a little short here wouldn't be bad. Stops above the 925. Or you said short at 950. Oh, I couldn't short 950, King. It's a little bit up there for me. We'll see. I guess I could if we're patient enough. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens, but I like the analysis. Only looking for longs back around 850 or maybe 775. And then looking for longs. We're trying to hold. We came back into the top of the 15-minute range, finding some more support. Here comes the trend line. Family, we're being super patient today. I haven't seen anything that's been really attractive yet. I love our discipline. This is how you actually have to trade. But overall, we still have decent range, 330 points. NASDAQ just printed straight up from the opening print price. And now we'll see what happens. Come the 900s again. Really auctioning a decent daily profile for volume. I wouldn't mind seeing a little volume spike to take out the highs here. I want to see a little bit more excitement now. I want to see a little bit of excitement here from the longs if they're going to keep this momentum. They're holding a lot of good support levels, so we'll see. We'll see. If you guys have taken trades, be patient. Don't need to keep poking around at this thing. Don't get chopped up. Don't get chopped up. How you doing, Danny? You still being patient after that tough loss? Don't got to make it happen in one trade, Queen, which I know you don't. You usually get out pretty well, but we'll see what happens here. Come back to 900, sweeping through that range again. Volume is just really dying down here if you look at the longs. Longs have really slowed up quite a bit. Coming into the 912s. Who does everyone want to win the Super Bowl this year? Hey, Sausadelic. NASDAQ still trying here. Very slow price action, family. Volume's dropping. We have a nice range. We'll see what happens. Just waiting right now. I took one after with a mini, and that cost me 900. So, yeah, from up to down real fast. Yeah, that hurts. Hurts really bad, Queen. Don't tilt, though. Keep your mindset. I know that's hard, especially because you were so close to passing. It's tough to hear. Rams. Mikey wants the Ram sauce. It's a good bet. It's a good bet. That's a short below 900 price. You know what I mean? It's a decent trade. NASDAQ, really, guys, this is not incredible price action. Good range, good volume, but nothing really setting up for any clean entries. So it's a good day to practice patience, practice that discipline. This is trading. It's not always fun and exciting. You're not always crushing trades. Sometimes you're just getting good analysis, reading the charts, giving yourself this narration story. Like I always am sitting here just narrating what I'm seeing, giving myself a little bit more experience so that when the move does come, you get to be a part of it. Here come the 912s. We'll see if we go take out this previous high, swing high, and then we'll see what we do once we do that. Volume is really weakening, though, to get up there. Excuse me. Also, I'm noticing something kind of like this. The idea is short 925, but you can see the price reach that level and drop 50 points and go back, so it's not valid anymore. $925 short, and then yeah, we dropped, 55 points. Looking for a short. I don't mind that, Jay. Just wait till we actually sweep through this range. Wait till we sweep through this previous high. Let's go look at the previous day, because the only issue is, King, is that we're getting so close to that previous day high range. Asia sell-off prices in around these 920s, though, so if we got a nice sweep of like 930, if we had a nice sweep of like 934 or so, 935, 936, and then back in the range, I'd like shorts. There's 30 people watching, family. We have a like goal of 30 per stream. If y'all are hanging out and haven't hit that love button, it would mean a lot. Thanks for being a part of this community, though. This shit is getting incredible. We're getting so great as a team. Focusing, getting our analysis today, getting our patience up. We're getting paid to be patient today. You don't have to make money every single day to be successful. You don't have to take trades every day to be successful. Some days you have to really practice discipline, practice good risk management. Those are what good traders do. Down 1,000 today. Still happy. I only need 2K for a 15K payout. Oh my God. Let's go, GPT. Only needs 2K for a 15K payout. Good discipline, baby. Lockout today if you don't need to make it happen in one day. We have the rest of the week. Tomorrow CPI. So proud of you, King. Get that payout, brother. Sabi, how the kings and queens doing? We're doing better than now that you're here, brother. Welcome in, King. Hope the weekend was great for you. How you feeling? How you doing? Only the second week of the new year. Let the think long term. Exactly, King. I love that mindset, GPT. 10 out of 10, King. Long term, baby. NASDAQ officially just swept through this previous swing high. Tapping into the 9. Did we get to the 931s? Okay. Nice volume spike. We'll see the reaction here. If we can't hold above, I'm going to try a retest of it. Longs are looking decent, but I still want to see a little healthy auctioning. Longs look decent, but that's a really big rejection. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try a counter trend short here. That's 923s, family. Probably my last trade if they do hold. I only have 300 points in drawdown, so trying to make it happen here. Want to see if I can get a fill here at this previous swing now that we had this nice reaction here. NASDAQ had this swing high. We took it out. We dojied back inside of it. I'm trying to take a swing at the previous entry. We just got tapped in. Just officially got tapped into our last position possibly. See if we can save these accounts. Got to get a reaction. We only have 300 points in drawdown. So if the longs hold here, we lose, and that's okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Above this previous swing candle is not looking ideal. If we start holding above that, so it's already really a pretty gross reaction, to be honest. Already a pretty tough reaction for what I was looking for. Wanted to see us try to hold that. Feels like longs are trying to really step in now. There's a decent little candle closure from the shorts. Tapping into the EMA. Don't want to see a wick. If we can close through the EMA here, it looks decent. Nice little test now back to the EMA. Let's see this, try out this trend line one more time before we close this. Nice closure, though, from the sellers. If we can hold through the EMA, I like our position a little bit more. Want to see a healthy rotation back in somewhere towards the 9s. Got to see it try to hold here, though. Break through this EMA, Nazi. It's a nice candle closure from the sellers. Want to see a little bit more continuation before we get out of this. Here's back to the EMA. Our previous sell price was defended. Volume picked up and wasn't able to carry through. I want to see one more rotation towards this trend line before we close this position. Ideally, I want to see us try to break through this EMA. One more nice candle. Big black, no wick. Get down there. Holding the EMA is dangerous. Ideally, we cut through this now. I want to see the sellers defending this price. Ideally, we get it to cut through this EMA now. Anything holding the EMA is going to be kind of troublesome for us. I liked our analysis for why we got in. Nice candle reaction from the sellers once we took out that next high. I want to see one try of this trend line, ideally. See if we can get it to hold. Sellers are kind of going stalled here. Holding the EMA is not going to be ideal for our position. Longs could easily take this thing to the moon, so we're okay with whatever happens here. Want a nice candle closure from these sellers. That was a decent push, but we held the EMA, so that's really not ideal. Want to see them try to take out this EMA price. That would have been our EMA retest for our break even. Means I can almost put our break even on now if I want to be safe and try to protect. If we break through this new low, I will. Go buy 5 stops. We're still holding the EMA here, though. Not ideal. Yeah, the sellers really got to step in there at that price like they're trying to, but buyers are defending pretty well, holding the EMA. Any closure above the EMA is not going to be ideal for us, family. Come on, sellers. Take this thing off this EMA now. We're holding it pretty strong. Still stuck in the wick that I like to see. Might as well not put our stop loss in. If this goes up, we're just going to be busted and be wrong. Looks like it wants to hold. Might be trouble for our accounts here, family. We're right on death's door. I want to see the sellers try it. They keep showing us that they kind of are trying, but they're also defending it. Another retest of that price. Would have been break even again. Show me one nice candle closure. Big black, no wick. Get down there. Show me a big black, no wick and get down there. Got to really try to snap through this EMA. If we do, I imagine we might try this trend line out. From there, I can try our break evens. Might just look for an exit as well. Try to add up a little bit more liquidity. Stalling out at this price isn't ideal. Really want to see this previous swing high get supported and taken out. Come on, sellers. Take this thing below this EMA now. One more attempt at it. One more attempt. Longs are really holding here, family, so got to be patient. Got to be careful. Every wick. It's another really gross wick to see. Show me some strength, sellers. We cut through the EMA and cut through this swing at the 911s. I'll try our break even. There's a nice push finally. Buy 5 stops are going to be on for break even. Nice little reaction into this trend line. See if we can get this thing to keep our direction. I might full exit here just to take some liquidity so we have a little bit more to play with. I am. I'm going to exit there so we have a little bit more leverage. It's a nice little rotation. Only the second week. I think long term. What's good, Sobs? Who do you think winning the bowl? Patriots all day, Saucy. Absolutely. Let's go, Sobs. Should have known it. I'll keep my comments to myself. Hope this plays out for you, King. I'm done for the day. Hey, I'm glad, Brom. Appreciate it a lot, King. Glad you locked out a win, brother. I hope you locked in a win at least. Off to a loss to the Bears. Ooh, that was a tough loss. I saw it coming after the first 2 drives. W's. Let's go, Corey. Love it, King. Always showing love. Aiming. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We had a nice little exit there. We, grabbed a couple points, about 20 points in profit. We got to be satisfied with it. Ideally, you get to hold this trade for a little lower, but because of everything, I got to go ahead and try to add some discipline. Add some discipline. We have a little bit more drawdown. Now we have about, almost $700 to play with, so that's pretty sexy. Red day. I'm done for the day. Good patience for you. W's. Let's go, Matrix. Sorry you were red today, King, but glad you were here, brother. Means the most. Nice. Build that drawdown back up. Absolutely, Max. That's the goal here. Got to take snipes when we get them. Had to sell into that volume spike there. We could easily hold this trend line, so got to go ahead and take what we can get. If we cut back below the 15-minute range and below this 15 minutes in this trend, I'll take another try, but had to exit there. I feel like we're going to get some deeper selling right now. There it is. See if we can hold. Could easily hold. There's 37 people watching, family. We're trying to hit our like goal of 30 likes per stream. If y'all show some love, hit that love button. It would mean a lot. Wait to trade tomorrow if you can trade CPI, bro. That'd be ideal, huh, King? Save that little bit of leverage. Maybe I can hit one more trade and give us like $1,000 in drawdown. So we can go ahead and try to hit tomorrow with some accounts. Nice. Finding a little bit selling now. Deeper into the 890s. Top of the 15-minute range. At the 892s could be interesting. Trend line's coming up. EMA's coming into the trend line now. Yeah, they always do find a way to choke it. It's tough to watch that, honestly, for the Bills. But hey, it's football, baby. Nothing's guaranteed. Nice tap into the 885s there, top of the 15-minute range. See if we can get a little bit lower. Nice patience. Retest of, I don't know. I'd be looking mostly for a long fill now that we kind of got the rotation. Nice. There's some continuation from the sellers officially rolling this thing over slightly here. Officially rolling us down a little bit. 850s could be a nice spot to try to find a long, but I actually think we're going to go lower. Possibly in like these 830s or so. VWAP touch would be insanely ideal. Just almost seems a little unrealistic at this point. I know what you mean, though, for sure. First round playoffs. Short from the 912s. Great entry, King. I love it, Jay. Ride that thing down. So you got short on the retest of the, once we tapped into the trend line on the retest of the EMA. That's where you got short. I really like that entry. Really like that entry, Jay. We'll see what happens now that we come back through. We broke through the top of the 15-minute range. We're going to retry the top of it. Again, probably with another EMA test. Here comes the top at the 893s. EMA's curling through this trend line. We'll see what happens. Yeah, shorter than retest. That's a great entry. Love it, Jay. Back to the bottom of this trend line, and the EMA could offer another continuation to the downside. I assume at some point we're going to find some deeper selling. We might have another retest of these 9-10 prices, possibly. We'll see what happens there. Touching in, where do we get to? The 878s. Here comes another EMA push. These are the tricky days, in my opinion, family. These are the tricky days. Although this was our second highest volume node, and we just touched into it, so that could be enough for us to find some higher pricing. But I actually still like sellers a little bit more at these prices. Still like sellers a touch more at these prices. Maybe like a 911 attempt. Nice little recovery from the sellers, from the buyers, though. Volume isn't looking incredible. Stock below this trend line. If we can't push up through this now, I imagine we're going to continue it auction lower. Got to see what the reaction is at this EMA. If we hold the EMA, obviously we can keep pushing higher. We'll see what happens. 875 hold. Yeah, the 875 holds, we're going to look higher. That's that volume node. You could even try a retest of it possibly. But that trend line is really holding even cleaner. Pushing us back now below the EMA, back in toward these 880s price. If we give up these 80s, I would look for potentially an 850 long. Still a decent volume node. Really nice rejection off that trend line again, off the retest of the trend line. Like I said, I was questioning to try another short there, but didn't have the gumption. But that was the idea. Back into these 880s. I imagine sellers are going to continue this momentum. That was a really nice closure from them. Might go take out this liquidity, this previous swing low. Take out that liquidity. Could come back in towards these 830s, 840s, 850s. I think it's done for the day. You think the longs are done for the day? What do you think is done for the day, I mean? Back down to 318 in the red. Let's go, Danny. Good positioning, Queen. God, I love it. Patience. Get over that edge. You're right there. Yeah, it should be good. My boy is a huge Bills fan, so we always go back and forth. LOL. I love it, subs. Got to. Yo, there's 40 people hanging out, family, being a part of this incredible community. It means the most. If you guys are finding any value, you enjoy being here, you like being a part of this family, show some love. Hit that love button. We're trying to get to 30 likes every day. Y'all been crushing it. Trading, all big moves happened. Now you only see 50 points up and down. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the move has happened. This has been the pattern lately, family, if you've been paying attention. A lot of the excitement and the move's been happening in this initial like segment of the market, and then for the rest of the day, it kind of just slowly auctions. So I still think there's going to be some decent moves, but I think for the most part, it's not going to really provide until we get like a VWAP tap. We could just keep auctioning, taking out the highs. From here, it's going to be pretty choppy. Pretty choppy rest of the day so far. We'll see what happens. Next trade I would really love is I fill down around these like 830s. Take out this previous swing low. A little 830, 820 long could be nice. But that would require a lot of patience, so we'll see. Here comes another test at the top of the 15-minute range. Did we kidnap any leaders this week? I don't think this week, Sobs. I think we're, hopefully everyone's safe, but, you know, if it did, we'll see. Yeah, no, that was crazy. What a wild event. What a wild moment, honestly, in our foreign policy. Just incredible change. I'm a Niners fan, so the fact we don't have the opportunity to take out Sauce's team in the postseason, once again, is very sad to me. He wants them, baby. America's back. So give us that oil. And for me, I trade all session, so I look for me to LOL, I feel low energy and focused now, and I have 4:39 p.m., not the same time as you, King. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, brother. You've been trading all day. It's late in the afternoon. Take a step away, brother. That's the next step of trading right there. Practice that discipline. Don't need to be involved with every move. Don't need to be involved with every move, King. Coming right back up into this trend line. Hey, take that back. He does, in fact, know where you live, Timothy. He could come get you at any moment. Guys, we really are just kind of auctioning sideways here. We broke through the top of the range there. We took the initial short on this defense of this candle wick. Got the rejection. Took a little bit of time for it to play out. Ends up paying. Stuck below this trend line. Back above the 15-minute range. Fairly choppy. Done for the day, no. Pretty much, mailman. Unless I see anything really attractive in the next 15 minutes or so, I'm probably going to be calling it. So far, there really hasn't been a lot of opportunity except for the trade that I did see and took. For the most part, though, we've just kind of been hanging out. Not a lot to see, not a lot to do. So we practice that patience, that discipline. If y'all are finding any value being a part of this community family, hit the like button. Truly helps a lot. We're trying to hit that 30 like goal every episode. Y'all been crushing the goal lately, so truly means a lot. Thanks for being a part of this family. Right now, we're still auctioning above the 15-minute range in the EMA, coming back to the bottom of that trend line. I think sellers are just kind of hold us in this range. Buyers, too, for the most part. Like Amin said, a lot of the excitement and move has happened. So unless we get a nice selling rejection down in towards these lows at like 850, I would take it along at like 840, 830 price. So if we get that, I'll take it. Otherwise, we might be waiting. I want to ask something. My average take profit is 75 points per trade, but the price keeps hitting my more points. Did I stay with my TP or trail after 75 points hit? I think 3-1 RR is enough. 3-1 RR is enough, Amin, if you're, you know what I mean, if your win rate's decent. And I mean, that is a really solid win to rate ratio. You're always risking 25 points to make 75. I wouldn't tell you that you need to look for more. And if you're having the FOMO when you watch it, you can trying to practice that. As traders, our job is to be adaptable and change things as we see them. So if you're constantly getting 75 points to hit and could be looking for more, then definitely once you hit 75 points, start scaling higher a little bit. Start maybe moving your TP to 100 and then your risk to like profit 50 or so. And then you're in a new 25 point range. So if it comes back to your profit of 50, you'd be okay with it. And then you could be looking for the 4-1 or sometimes a 2-1. It really is a per trade basis. I think sometimes you could just be perfect with that 75 point end exit. Sometimes the market's moving, 200 plus points and you could be looking for a little bit more. So I think it's dependent per day, per situation, but also our job is to be adaptable. So try to add that into your strategy, King, and see what goes on. Overall, though, 3-to-1 is definitely plenty to be profitable as a trader. You could be a 3-to-1 with like a 30% win rate or 40% and be profitable. So it's more than enough, King. Guys, we're chopping right now. Not a lot going on. Not a lot going down. Sellers, though, here we go. Maybe the fun's starting to pick up a little bit, providing us an opportunity, maybe. Coming to take out these lows. Come to take out these lows. Back at that 880, the high volume spike. Below that, it gets a little interesting. I really like an 820 attempt if we do get a pullback into that price. That'd be a really clean attempt for me, in my opinion, for a long continuation. Come on, 862s. Get down there for that man, Jay. Go snap these lows. Go get him right now. Big black, no wick for the man. Like today, I short from the open day and out of balance, 850, and then price kept going down, and I entered the second trade at 775 and closed at break even after plus 25 points. Then 3 trades, but buy at the 750, but stop losses hit. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. This does not always happen, only when big moves at Asia. Exactly. When you're getting the opportunity, you got to do what you got to do. When you're getting the opportunity, I mean, I think it's safe to go ahead and extend, or at least trail. You know what I mean? Look for your move. Still be satisfied with your TP, but scale. Come on, don't hold these 880s again. There's no way. Go feed that man Jay with a big black no wick. Nice trend line forming here on the other end. 75 points to L. GPT. Sellers are still defending this EMA. I want to see the 862 flashes from my boy. Big black no wick down there. We break through this liquidity, I imagine sellers are going to get pretty excited, actually. 870 tap. 68s. Are we there yet? Oh, my goodness. I love it. 66s. Don't tell me that's the fun at 64. Don't tell me that's the fun at 64 there. No, I imagine this keeps going for you, King. We did just sweep through those previous lows there, so we'll see what happens. I like continuation from the sellers here. Spot I would really be liking to see is possibly these 840s, 850s, family. I mean, obviously, as VWAP continues to get aggressive, that's changing things, but... Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Hit me with a little bit of yippee on there. Yes, sir, Jay. Let's go. Go feed that man. Go feed that man. I like the hourly candle here to keep wicking us a little bit lower. I like to see the 820s. That's truly what I would like to see here. I think that would be a clean auction for just continuation. For the most part, volume slowed up quite a bit. Coming into the 11th, 11 o'clock. Markets are getting a little bit stale on us. Volume still there. Yo, let me know where we're at for our light goal, family. There's 34 people watching, so if we're not at our light goal, y'all could smash it. Get us over that 30 likes per stream by hitting it. I know we're probably close. I appreciate every single one of you that have hit it, that show love, that are always showing support, being a part of this community. So, means so much, family, truly. Come on. I want to see this 864, 62's fire. A little volume spike there, back to the top of the 15-minute range. When I have an XFA, I feel way more patient on trades. And that's fantastic, Sobs. You should, King. Definitely be willing to play with an XF combine. You know what I mean? When you're in the combine stage or in an eval stage, be willing to play, take trades, get setups, learn systems, get better experience. I think we have way better remembering the actual position and the way it plays out when we take real positions. So I think that's a great way to treat combines, is they're meant for us to learn how to trade. And then once you do learn, and once you've proven yourself and you pass their little rules and you're funded, that's when trading gets a little bit different. Practice the discipline, practice patience, try to get really clean trade entries. And then from there, it's about holding the nut, you know, not getting scared when you're in a position, not letting your emotions talk to you guys. My emotions stopped me from a really big week last week, family. My biggest week ever. My most profitable week ever to start 2026. Could have been last week, but I was really emotional. And so I got frayed out of 2 positions in a row, and that's something that we can always work on. So I look back and I'm thinking about if those were combines, I wouldn't have exited them the way that I exited them on an XFA. And that's just, you know, offers opportunity for growth always. So, Jay, this is tough to watch, King. This is a tough market right now, brother. Just going sideways. Volume is really boring right now, really slow. This is trading, though, family. It's not always going to just be delivering. It's okay, King. You know that you're close to that reach the next level. We're so close to that next level, I mean. So close. That was almost my biggest week ever. And just a little bit of emotions, just enough, kept me from it. But hey, I also get to say that it was my biggest mistake week ever, right? So I'm right there. I'm proud of it. All we got to do is get over the finish line, keep showing up every day, practice the discipline, practice patience, and eventually, guys, you're going to be like impressed with yourself and the growth that you've experienced. Like, how did I come so far? Oh, because you kept showing up. You know what we do when the markets are dead? We goop, 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 goop. Let's go, subs. I've not played that game in, I don't know, just a long time. Like, since before you added me, King, I haven't really played video games at all. You can actually ask Sauce and Timothy. They're mad at me because I haven't been playing video games with them. But been trying to do stuff, trying to focus, you know. How the fuck has the Peanut taken over the world? Because he's the man, dude. He's just the dude, the goop man, the goop king. He's just so entertaining, so fun to watch. Someone got goop? Max knows too, come on. Going sideways still, family. Sideways, but we are at the top of the 15-minute range. You could technically take this as consolidation. And you know the rules. Usually consolidation breaks the way that we broke in. Breaks out the way that we broke in. So if we're sitting here at these prices, eventually we're going to find some long bids and continue higher. I'm around 38 now. Oh, let's go, Max. Crushing it, King. I be gooping, stealing your loot, and scooting. Goop, 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 goop. We got to start bringing that goop energy to the markets and just to be happy with our goop. I feel left out now. I don't know the goop. Newbie, it's okay, Queen. It's a video game thing. There's a Peanut streamer that plays a game called Arc Raiders, and he's just super entertaining. He, instead of having a face cam, he has like a CGI thing over, so it's just a Peanut, and he's just hilarious. And yeah, one of his things is in that game when you like it's a PvP game, you're killing each other and taking each other's stuff. So then he kills people and he just says, "Oh, goop, goop, I'm taking their goop. I'm gooping." What's your top 3 time frames to use daily, Christian? Great question, King. I use the daily, the 1 hour, and the 1 minute. So for me, I'll look at the one daily like once a day just to get an idea. So over here's the daily, just to get an idea of like where we're printing and what we're looking at. So on the daily, you can see higher liquidity is these 26,100s. We have a really strong wick on the daily candle here. Overall, that to me is looking very bullish on the daily. And then once I get my idea, I'll flip over to the 1 hour. Have the 1 hour time frame up. You can see this candle push straight up from this point. Held this previous Friday support level and this Thursday support level, actually. Thursday we couldn't break through. Friday they tried to retest it, held it again, pushed back up, and then sellers tried really hard last night, couldn't get through there. So that push right there also indicates that the hourly time frame is bullish. And then once I have my overall direction on the high time frame, I use my 1 minute for entries, and that's what I look at. Peanut is hilarious. Yeah, he is, Eli. Just so funny. King, did you do the iron cross on ring pull-ups? King, do you do? I love that you asked that. I'm close, okay? I've had a couple videos on like my old things where I'm really close. Obviously, to hold the proper iron cross is crazy. I also, if you looked at my body, I have like freakishly long arms. So it's like even higher leverage that I have to hold that position. But I'm close. The Iron Cross would be a crazy, awesome goal. I guess that might be one of my 26 goals. I might put that in there, Amy. Thanks for saying that. High intensity on the elbows, though. Super intense on the elbows. Very intense move. Hard move. Yeah, it is the hardest. It's such a crazy body weight movement. But if you could hit it, you're a goat. Oh, yeah. Market Goop is top tier. Keep your shirt on, brother. Keep my shirt on. Come on, Saucy. Come on, King. Cooked my lower back working out yesterday. Let's fucking go. I love hearing it, Sobs. Healthy traders are profitable traders, King. Get that exercise daily. Do it for your family. Do it so Isla's like, damn, my dad is jacked. Wink, wink, King. Let go, let get it, let get it, let go. You keep that shirt on, Mr. Getting Healthy. Mr. Getting Healthy, getting right. Not a good cooked back. Bad cooked, LOL. No. Tell me not true, Sobs. Tell me that's not true, King. Oh, that sucks to hear. Injuries are the worst. Hope it's nothing crazy. Hope it's just a little bit sore, but I hope that's not real, brother. All right, family. Well, look, we did what we could today. For the most part, there wasn't any really clean opportunities, any clean setups. We went straight up off the opening print price. Auction sideways. We found a pretty decent position off of patience, so I'm proud of us. Rejection of this previous candle wick. Once we auctioned back up into that, we took a short there. Took a little bit of patience, but they ended up playing through to the trend line. We exited a little bit early, but we had to be safe coming into that price. So really happy with our risk management, happy with our patience. Hope you guys had a good trading day. Overall, excited for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, CPI. We're going to have decent opportunities. I love y'all. Thank you for being a part of this community, showing up every day, being a part of this family. We're getting better. We're growing. We're doing our things. Still so early into 2026. The opportunities are looking amazing. I'm proud of us, proud of all of you guys. Get some sun, drink some water, hug somebody you love, and we'll be back tomorrow, family, doing it all over again. I love you guys. Take it easy, and we'll see what we can do with the momentum on Tuesday, all right? Peace, family.